All my hoes, they gang members.
Who sings that?
Future.
Pluto.
All my hoes from Thailand. Remember, I was like, how do you know who Pluto is? And you're like, dude, I fucking listen to rap.
Yeah, I don't even understand why you didn't think I knew who Pluto was.
I didn't know you listen to rap like that.
That's like all I listened
I
to.
thought all you listened to was like KSI and stuff.
Shut the hell up. I like KSI's music, but I don't listen. Actually, there was a phase when.
You only listen to
No,
KSI.
I didn't only listen to KSI, but I was listening to a lot of KSI.
Yeah. You're really like
When
a
he,
major KSI D writer.
I don't know about all that. I just said I like some of his music, a lot of his music.
Yeah, there was a phase where like KSI was like kind of good at music, and then now he just completely sucks.
What do you mean?
He just like
Wait, let's start the episode.
Okay.
Welcome back to episode 20 of Frogs and Algorithm. The very last one, potentially.
It's the last one of the season. How about
Yeah, this is season one.
this is season one, last episode of season one. So next one will be season two.
And I'll sit over there.
Yeah, I don't know. I like this spot. They can see the other side of my teeth.
What? All right, anyway, go ahead. What were you saying about KSI? Now he used to make good music and now he
Yeah,
doesn't.
so KSI, he used to make good music. That album he dropped was it was pretty good. I like the first song in the album.
Which album?
The one with him sitting in the room behind a screen.
All over the place?
Oh, it's the one where it's like, how about the window flowing,
Oh, the
ice
moment? Yeah,
wrist
all over the place?
and I don't.
That song is good.
Yeah, that beat is so sick.
Yeah, I actually like that album. Like half the songs.
Yeah, I like some of his songs. I don't like the ones that he has. The only featured ones songs that I like is the one with Polo G and then the one with Lil Wayne. I feel like the other songs that has features on suck.
The one with 21 Savage and
Future.
Future is not good. Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
like
that
that
one
one. Hold on, let me look at
sucks.
the track list real quick. I do have a lot of songs of it.
Yeah, the one with the Polo G, the guy, the weird
Youngblood?
homosexual looking guy.
Youngblood?
Yeah, Youngblood. Yeah,
He's on that Polo G song.
I know. I said that song I like.
Oh, I thought he was. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. I mean, all these fucking guys are.
And I like the music video for the Little Wayne one where he's like in the therapist chair.
Yeah, that one's good.
That one was sick.
But he hasn't dropped an album since then. That was the last one he dropped.
Yeah.
And then he dropped
Kilimanjaro.
no.
Kilimanjaro, it's a bird, it's a plane.
Dude, you know what's crazy is when I was younger, I actually liked that song, and
Yeah, me too.
I had just recently listened to it, and I was like, dude, this song is garbage,
Yeah, that
dude.
song is garbage.
All those songs he used to drop, Keep Up, Kilimanjaro, those songs are really
I only knew
bad.
Kilimanjaro.
But the diss tracks he dropped are fire. Remember the diss tracks, the
Who on the Sidemen?
Sidemen diss tracks? That was at the
I
same
didn't-
time with the Rice Gum diss tracks.
I listened to a couple of the Rice Gum ones, but I never followed like any of the YouTuber diss tracks. The only YouTuber diss track that I listened to ever is the one with the Alyssa Violet, the Rice Gum one, and then I listened to the one recently, the Fuzi one.
What's that one? I didn't hear that one.
He just like called out the entire industry.
Rice Gum?
No, Fuzi.
Oh, Fuzi wrote the diss track about just the industry in
Yeah,
general?
just like all the streamers and stuff. But like, I haven't heard from Fuzi in a while. But
I didn't hear that one. Maybe
I like Fuzi, dude. Fuzi's funny.
maybe I should listen to that and then we could talk about it next time. But no,
Got a fit stylist. Fuzi, he want violence. It's actually kind of sick. Like he like spits on it.
yeah, I'm sure he
Yeah.
does. Just drink a fit the vodka. Dare me to drive.
Yeah. Yeah. He's a huge, Fuzi's like a huge J. Cole fan.
Yeah, I remember when he said that he was gonna be on stage at J. Cole's concert at the end of the month. Back what was that like 4 years ago?
Yeah.
He said he was gonna be on the stage, or he said he's gonna get Drake at his little event that he was throwing in L.A. and J. Cole.
He's such a liar.
And then he said, I'm pretty sure, I don't know, don't quote me on this, but I'm pretty sure he said, if I don't have Drake on stage at my thing, I'm going to kill myself at the end of the month.
Bro, dude, he's crazy.
And everybody was like, bro, you're obviously not getting Drake at your thing. Don't say that.
Yeah, bro. Dude, Fuzi's funny, so funny, bro. Dude, did you see like how he crashed out the last time? Like he like literally got streaming like so mainstream cuz like nobody could top what he did.
Well, when
Do you
he's
know how he crashed out the first time?
no, no, go ahead, go.
So like in 2023, like when it was like the peak of streaming, like the peak of everybody streaming, he was in a hotel room and some guy called the hotel room and he's just like, "Oh, I'm gonna like kill your mother and shit like that." And then he's like he was like freaking out, crashing out because he was live streaming for like every single day for like 30 days straight, and he wasn't sleeping like for like 5 days, and then sleeping for like 2 days and shit. And then he called the cops and he's like, dude, so or he's like somebody's gonna come to my house. They said they were gonna kill my mom and shit like that. Like they know my address. And the cops like, oh, we can't go there right now. We can't go there right now. And he's like, what do you mean you can't go there? What do you mean you can't come here? He's like, you know what? Somebody has a gun to my head. Somebody has a gun to my head. You guys better come right now. Somebody has a gun to my head. So like 10 cops pull up. They fucking pull up like and they're about to shoot him and shit. He's like, I don't have a gun. I don't have a gun. And they like go in there and they arrest him and shit. And they're like calling out to his security in the hallway. Or no, Fuzi's calling out to his security in the hallway. He's like, tell him to get off me. Tell him to get off me. And his security in the hallway is like, oh, I can't do anything. I can't do anything. It was crazy,
Yeah, but
dude.
how come the police wouldn't come to his house? That's kind of
I don't know.
What if he was actually in danger if they can't come to his house right now?
Because they thought it was like a prank call. Prank call.
They
But
can't assume that.
yeah,
They
I know.
literally cannot
So
assume
then he was
that.
just like, yeah, the guy has a gun to my head. The guy has a gun to my head.
But
And
the
then,
guy was pranking him, obviously.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. Dude, streaming, I don't like streaming's funny now, but like it's more like all scripted now. But back then, like it was scripted, but they would do like really shady shit. That was before like everybody would get banned, and now it's like more like controlled now.
Hey, what about that time when Fuzi was on the stream and he was rapping that song and he said the N word?
Oh, the J. Cole. There's beauty in the struggle.
Yeah, and then he's just like, dude,
never
I
say
swear I
that."
never said it. And everybody was like, bro. And most people thought you could say it. You're making it 10 times worse.
Yeah, he's
right
Arab,
now.
bro. He's Arab. Like I'm sure they wouldn't have canceled
I
him if
know,
they fucking
for real.
like he looks
He
like
made it. He's like, I swear I never say it. I swear I never say it. And he's just crashing out. They're like, dude, you're making it 5 times worse. You could have just said it.
dude.
And
Yeah.
been on with it.
I miss that era of streaming. I was actually thinking about that the other day because that was when everybody was so edgy. Like Neon was edgy back then. Now they're all like PR trained and they want to get brand deals now. It sucks,
I never thought Neon was funny ever.
dude. Neon's funny.
That one time, I think I talked about it on here. He literally said that he had a week to live.
Yeah,
And like
dude, they're crazy.
everybody's like, gone too late. Gone, not gone soon enough.
You know he faked his death.
Yeah, that's like the second time I've seen that.
Yeah, he faked his death and then he got caught at a Houston Rockets game.
Oh, we talked about it on here. We
Yeah,
talked
they
about
saw
it
him
on
on the TV and they're like,
Yeah.
he's not dead. He's right there.
here.
Did you see the one with him in Autumn Falls?
The porn star?
Yeah. So he did a
Or who's Autumn Falls?
Autumn Falls is a porn star,
Yeah.
and he was like at Bradley Martin's gym, and he's just like oh like why do you keep your pussy so hairy? And she's like what? And he's like like what? Why do you keep it like that? She's like keep it like what? Or no, he's like oh was I not supposed to say that? And she's like say what? Like why do you keep it like that? And she's like what? He's like hairy. Bro, you gotta watch it.
Bro, I'm
It's
not watching
funny.
the Neon
Bro, it's
stream.
so funny, bro. He used to be so funny, bro. He used to
Ironic-
say anything.
Ironically, me and Rathel watched a podcast of Bradley Martin with Autumn Falls one time.
Why?
I don't. He just put it on while we were doing homework at school.
Dude, women are not entertaining. How could you just sit there? How could you just sit there and watch a podcast like interviewing a woman, bro?
What are you talking about?
Dude, I feel like I've never watched like just like interested in like, you know, like an woman entertainer.
What do you mean? I don't even understand. That's not even true. Have you ever seen Nikki Glazer? Nikki
No.
Glazer's entertaining.
I don't know who that is.
Nikki Glazer is the comedian that was on the Tom Brady roast, and she's a stand-up comedian.
Is she blonde?
Yeah,
I think I've seen her, yeah.
yeah, she's funny. I just watched her newest stand-up. It was
It's a
funny.
small percentage.
You know who's not funny is Amy Schumer. Or is Amy Schumer?
Who's that?
I think it's Amy Schumer. She's like kind of. Oh my god, she's a comedian too. I'm pretty sure it's their name.
Bro, this is gonna be off topic, but did you see or like if you watched the last podcast I
It's Amy
did,
Schumer. Yeah, sorry.
Angelo was like sitting there like this, like rubbing the mic on his face, and it makes like a loud noise in there. And like he was doing it for like a minute straight, and I was like talking while
Pause
he's
on the
doing it, so I just kept panning back and forth to him because like it was making such a loud noise. So like people would be like, "Oh, like what's going on? Like what's that noise? What's that noise?" And then you just see him like going like this, like with the mic.
Yeah, when I was making clips yesterday or today, he talks so far away from his mic. Like he
I
was
know
over
that's
here.
why I told him the last podcast. I was like, "Say it in the mic." He has the mic down here and he talks.
I know. I feel like I'm kind of loud sometimes, but
It's better to be freaking loud than freaking super quiet because
yeah,
then it sounds like an echo.
yeah. If you turn it up, that's why I kind of like it having close to my mouth. Pause.
Got a fit stylist, Foozy, he want violence. It's
I
actually
feel like I've
sick.
heard you sing that before. Has it been out for a long time?
Yeah, it's been out for a minute. It probably came out like last year, I think.
Dude, me and my friends used to listen to God Church all the time.
Yeah, I listened to that.
And it's every night, sis, with Elisa Violet was so fire.
Yeah, those.
Except he obviously didn't write any of that stuff. Like,
No, they said the writer that it was. I forgot his name.
yeah, Disc God. Wasn't it
This
Disc
guy,
God?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
He wrote diss tracks too about DDG and those dudes.
yeah. DDG. I like DDG. I don't know. I mean, I don't watch his streams. Like, I don't think he's that funny, but he has a little bit of aura.
Well, he used to do 2K, right? Because that's how I know what I know him from.
I think so.
I
Yeah,
don't watch him anymore, but he used to play 2K when he Pontiac DDG. I
yeah.
think that was his name. When we used to watch him and Agent back in the day. I used to watch Agent when he was fat. 2K17, 2K16.
Yeah, bro, they were fat. They still are kind of fat, low key.
No, Agent's not fat.
Dude,
Uh,
he's
When
not
he's
skinny. He's not skinny.
Yeah, he is, dude. From when I watched him, he's way skinnier now, dude. He looks way better.
Nah.
Like it's kind of actually like kind of cool. That,
Did
like,
you watch any of the Kai BET awards?
No,
Did we talk about that last time or no?
no. The BT Awards was.
So Kai,
Wait, we didn't do it since the Kendrick concert, did we?
no. So Kai Drewski and Kevin Hart did the BET awards, and I don't think Kai's that funny. But bro, Drewski, like, dude, I don't know, bro. You just gotta watch him, bro. He's just so funny. It's just so like, just what he doesn't even tell jokes. It's just the way he acts. Like, it's just so funny, bro. I think Drewski's hilarious.
Yeah, he was on Shane Gillis's podcast one time, and it was really funny.
Did you see that video that Drewski did? He like painted his skin white,
Yeah, I seen
and he
that.
pretended to be like a white black guy
Yeah,
in the hood. And
yeah, that
then
was funny.
and then dude, it was so funny, but he like apparently got like backlash for it cuz like it's like reverse blackface, you know?
Yeah, everybody's so weak, bro.
Dude, I don't give a fuck, dude. That was funny. But dude, you think
I
about
think
it?
if you could write a good joke about it, you should let it slide.
Yeah. Dude, but if you think about it, I feel like Drewski he does like a lot of edgy jokes sometimes, but he like has like the biggest sponsors like Sprite and like all these like big logos and shit.
When he was on Shane Gillis's podcast, he just kept saying like, "Oh, this is such a brand risk for me." He was making a joke, but he's like, "This is a brand risk," because Shane kept asking him. He's like, "Oh, what do you think about white people?"
Dude, he's funny. I like Drewski.
Yeah, I saw Kai at the BET Awards. He like met Kendrick
Oh yeah, and
and
he said
SZA.
yeah, but did you see the clip where Kai said that he thinks that Drake is the best artist of all time and he thinks that Drake won that beef. So then it made a clip of him cutting to Kendrick and he's like standing there awkwardly.
Yeah, and then the next day I went to the Kendrick concert.
Oh, how was it?
It was pretty good. I enjoyed it. SZA was pretty fun to watch. She was dressed up as a praying mantis a lot though.
That's cool.
Yeah, they did 2 Drake songs.
What songs?
They did Rich Baby Daddy.
Oh shit.
She did her part in that, and then Kendrick did Poetic Justice.
Did he?
Yeah, which I thought was kind of weird, but
Yeah.
other than that, it was fun to watch.
What would the stage look like? Did it just look like a
was-
regular stage?
It was just a diamond, and they just walked around it. And he would periodically bring up his like a GNX.
A car.
Yeah, so Kendrick could go for like probably like 20, 30 minutes. Then SZA would come out and do 20, 30. Then Kendrick come back out. Then they do a little bit together. Then they go back. It was cool. It was fun.
Dude, you know who had a sick stage setup was The Weeknd.
Really?
Yeah, we went to go see The Weeknd in concert the other day, and it was like, oh, it was at Ford Field, so like it was huge. He had like a long walkway, and it was like a cross shape, and he had like rings on the cross, and then he had this big ass golden statue with lights in its eyes, and it was spinning like the entire time in the middle, and then at the front of the stage was like a broken down city.
Jesus.
Dude, it was sick. Like, dude,
Bro, that probably had to cost like fucking
Dude.
$50,000.
dude, The Weeknd is so sick, dude. That
He's
concert,
got money like that though.
dude. That concert was sick, bro.
You think The Weeknd has more money than Kendrick? Definitely, right?
Oh, for sure, bro.
Yeah.
Dude, that guy's freaking like, bro. I think like The Weeknd will pass up. Like I said this on a podcast before. Like I think The Weeknd will pass up Drake because like, The Weeknd makes more a broader set of music to where like more people can listen to it than like Drake's rap music.
I feel like Drake is going down that path though.
Yeah, but I don't know. Like The Weeknd's on
Drake's
a different.
got timeless music.
The Weeknd's on a different. Dude, I don't think Drake can sell out Ford Field like 2 nights in a row.
Yeah, no, I don't know about that.
The
He went to
Week-
LCA. Drake did.
Yeah.
Kendrick, it was sold out in there. I didn't. First of all, I thought Ford Field would look bigger, and it's actually not as many people in there as I thought it'd be.
It's a lot.
But it's a lot, but not as many as I thought. But it was pretty much sold out. There's not a seat. Everybody was standing.
Oh wait, no. Kendrick performed at
Ford Field.
no way.
Yeah. Oh, but this is what I wanted to
Did
say.
he sell out?
Yeah, it was 100% sold out.
No way.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
And he sold out Toronto's both his shows this week in Toronto at the Blue
Holy
Jay
shit!
Stadium.
I didn't know he was performing at.
But I
Ford
will say
Field.
that it was honestly when SZA came out, it was like a bigger crowd pop for SZA.
Yeah, no, SZA's like.
There was a lot of fucking white women in there for SZA.
Yeah, no, SZA's. I think SZA's way bigger than Kendrick, for sure.
Mm,
I don't know, bro. I feel.
I
Like,
wouldn't disagree, but like I don't know if I agree. You know what I mean?
I mean, I don't know.
It's
bro.
close. SZA's pretty famous, so.
SZA's popping, bro.
Bend that ass over. Let that coochie breathe.
Did she perform telekinesis?
No,
Oh, dude, that would have been sick.
I was thinking about that when the first time I heard telekinesis, I was literally floating because Travis didn't put any of the features on, so and that song was long as hell.
So good, so good.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I could see the feeling when I lie and they plot on my demise. I can't lose. I got murder on my mind. Bro, she raps like a guy, but she sings. Like her
Yeah.
lyrics are guy lyrics, but she sings them.
Yeah, it's cool when they don't have features on their album, but like it's cool when it's Travis and not like fucking Playboy Cardi. He's got 30 goddamn songs and no features. I'm not trying to listen to straight Playboy Cardi to find Kendrick's songs, you know,
Yeah.
or Travis's songs or whatever.
I was watching a live stream on TikTok. Somebody was filming the concert of Kendrick, and he performed a Cardi song. Good credit. He performed that
yeah,
song.
he put "Test of My Body." Is that
Yeah.
song? Yeah, he did. That was kind of lit in there when he did it.
Yeah.
I'll put it on tour.
Yeah, Playboy Cardi performed that at the Weekend concert.
Yeah, it was like he performed.
I was using the bathroom and then I heard him. I heard good credit, and then I ran back to my seat. I was like, "Oh my god! Oh my god!" I'll see you in the bowl at the water.
Bro, the prices for some drinks at Ford Field, or just I'm assuming any concert in general, is some fucking ridiculous ass
Yeah,
shit,
bro.
dude. One long drink was $14, bro.
That's how much it was when we went too.
Come on, I know
And
it's
it's
a
like the small
monopoly.
can.
I know it's a monopoly in there because you can't get it anywhere else. But Jesus, that's a little excessive. $14.
Yeah, at least $10. Like you said, you should make it $10. Yeah, that's messed up.
You could get a pack of fucking 6 for $14.
Yeah.
Probably less. Actually, it's more. It's 16 because I just bought one the other day. But still, it's crazy.
We could say the Ashton Hall stuff for now.
This guy wanted to save it. That was way more than 2 topics. This guy
What was
said,
the topic after that? I said let's wait to say something
Oh, I
after.
was gonna talk about Stephen A. Smith.
Oh yeah. That's right. All right.
Oh, look at they're showing Angel Reese. Oh, real quick, guys, Angel Reese got a triple double yesterday or 2 days ago.
Did she?
Yeah, 11 assists. That's kind of crazy. So
Yeah, but it's not as cool as freaking Caitlin Clark hitting those three threes in 30 seconds. Did you see that?
yeah, I did. That was pretty lit, and you're right.
Dude,
And it's not as lit, but like I just wanted to
bro,
give her some credit because we talk shit all the time.
dude, fuck Angel Reese. Dude, that was so sick. Like watching that, and then she's like sticking out her tongue. She's like, bro, I was like, oh my gosh.
Bro, there's only one other person that could do that, and it's actually Steph Curry, and that's why
Yeah,
everybody
dude.
loves Steph Curry.
Dude, she was on the third one. She was kind of like, dude, like I'm just gonna chuck this one up. She's like running around the people, and then she just fucking chucks it up. That was crazy, bro. Dude, I was seeing that on TikTok. I was like, oh my gosh, dude, that was so sick.
I know. Sometimes I wish I wasn't the bronze sexual and like went to Curry side because watching more Curry games would be lit. Because when he was on the Olympics, it was so sweet. But yeah, that Caitlin Clark shit was lit.
I might be a Caitlin Clark sexual now.
No, I don't think they have a name yet.
Yeah,
CC Army.
CC Army, double C.
Once you get to that ring, I'm pushing agendas. Actually, if you want, speaking of speaking of Caitlin Clark, they were getting on LeBron's ass the other day
Why?
because he tweeted after she hit those Sorry, he tweeted after she hit those threes, and was like, "Oh, CC's back, let's go." And you know the fucking people are like, "Oh, you must hate black women. You must hate black women." That normal thing.
Yeah.
And they said if you're not gonna watch the whole WNBA, don't tweet about one person. I'm like, bro, y'all shut the fuck up. We don't cheer for the whole WNBA, the
I
whole
know.
NBA. I don't cheer for everybody I watch on TV.
Dude, I'm sure like the black girls on Caitlin Clark's team are like, dude, I'm so glad I'm on Caitlin's team. Like, dude, that'd be so sick to be on her team, like, and watch that, you know, and be in like, cause they're the only like poppin' WNBA team I feel like in the whole league. Like, that'd be so sick to be a part of that team. Like, that'd be like, dude, holy shit,
Yeah,
this is dope.
those 2 weeks she was. First of all, they're definitely gonna make more money because they're bringing in more revenue for their team. First of
Yeah,
all, plus she has good players on her team like Aaliyah Boston, Kelsey Mitchell, and Lexi Hall. Pretty much her team's pretty good. But anyway, I was saying when she got injured for those 2 weeks, the ratings went down 55%.
I heard that.
And then yesterday was the most watched WNBA game of all time, or Saturday, whenever it was. Isn't that crazy when she came
Yeah.
back? But it was a marquee matchup because the Liberty were the best team in the league. They hadn't lost yet.
Oh shit, and then they won.
Yeah.
Dude, you know what I saw yesterday? I saw this clip of Angel Reese. She's just like, no, actually, I saw it today. She's just like, yeah, when you first get drafted, like, you're obviously gonna get drafted to a crappy team. Like, she's like, I'm not calling my team crappy at all. Like, I'm not calling my team
Is
crappy
that
at
a
all.
real clip?
And then I was just like, dude, oh my gosh. And then the caption says like, oh, Kayla or Angel Reese calls her team crappy.
I mean, it was technically she was the. First of all, she was a seventh pick, but her team got the second pick because they're the second worst team in the league. But Caitlin Clark got drafted to the worst team in the league.
And now
Obviously.
they're the best team in the league.
No, I wouldn't say they're the best team in the league. Maybe they're up there, but there's only 13 teams in the league.
That's pretty cool though, like that they don't have a lot of teams. Like I feel like it's
Yeah, this is what I always say about the WNBA. People always hate on it, but Bill Russell played in the league, and there was 11 teams. Like we're in that era of WNBA basketball. So in like 50 years, when we get to like the Bronze Steph era, these bitches are gonna be dunking from the free throw line too. Dude,
they're
watch.
learning, Angela. They're learning.
What's that, bro?
Is that from Rick and Morty? Or no?
Angela?
Or maybe it's SpongeBob. Maybe.
Oh shit! I didn't watch the new Rick and Morty yesterday. Actually,
I
did you?
haven't watched Rick and Morty.
You didn't watch any of them yet?
No.
They had a Citadel one.
Oh, a new one
The third one was a Citadel one. It was actually pretty
with
good.
evil Morty.
No, it wasn't even Morty. It was.
Well, who's the president now?
Oh, it was like a random dude you gotta watch.
I'll
He's
watch
like
it.
he's on Southern Morty. It's Southern Morty, and he's wearing like the white fucking plantation owner shit. It's pretty funny.
I'm seeing that. What? All right, you start the Ashton Hall and then.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, we got distracted there for a second. No, but if most people probably saw that Speed beat Ashton Hall in a race 3 times.
Yeah, Ashton Hall lost. No, it was 4 times he lost.
Was it?
Yeah, 4 times because Ashton Hall kept complaining about Speed, he's like, race me again, race me again. And Speed's like, dude, I just beat you twice. Then he beat him again, and he's like, race me one more time. It was this close. See, look at the video, look at the video. He's like, dude, I just beat you 3 times in a row. And then he beat him 4 times and shit, bro. It was crazy.
I will say that Speed is actually a freak athlete, bro. He's like weirdly super athletic.
He's like Danny Duncan, good at everything.
Yeah, but also Ashton Hall is pretty fucking fast, dude. He's a
Yeah.
big dude.
Yeah, he is a big dude.
Like
bro.
he's probably almost double Speed's weight,
Yeah.
and he's keeping up. I mean, it was actually not close on one of them, or at least two. That one he fell down, right, or something.
That was like the first one, I think. Yeah.
He's always wearing that damn weighted vest, sprinting.
With the dogs. Yeah.
I don't understand how that guy's famous. Like he just has a morning routine.
That's how he got fed. Yeah, and then Mr. Beast made a video with them. And then everybody started making a video with them.
Yeah, I don't know, but yeah, that was funny when I was watching that, and I was like, dude, Speed is fucking fast, man.
Dude, Speed's hilarious, bro.
He honestly could probably outrun some of these NFL or NBA players. I think.
He
Maybe
wants
that's
to.
the tall ones, but
Aiden and Neon had a stream with Tyreek Hill the other day, and they're like, "Yo, when are you gonna race Speed? When are you gonna race Speed?" And Tyreek Hill's like, "Dude, I'll put 50,000 on it. I'll put 50,000 on it that I'll beat him."
I don't know if he'll beat Tyreek Hill.
I don't think he'll.
Actually,
beat him.
I think I've seen a video where Speed beat like a semi-pro soccer player. They're like, "Oh, he's the fastest guy on our team." And Speed like outran him. I don't know if I'm making it up or not, but
Hey, he was pretty close when he raced that Simone Biles,
he raced Simone Biles.
whatever that black guy's name is, the fastest one.
Usain Bolt.
No, not Usain Bolt.
Simone Biles is a gymnast.
Who is that guy? The guy. That,
Oh, Noah Lyles. Noah
Noah Lyles. Yeah.
No, bro, Noah Lyles was not trying, dude. He would blow the pause. He'd blow Speed out of the water.
Dude, you know
That
what's
guy's the fastest man in the world.
yeah.
Even though we hate him because he's a fucking hater.
Did you see or I was watching speed clips the other day and I was thinking like of like my favorite speed clips. And my favorite speed clip is when he's in like the Philippines and he's like, "Oh, what is that? What is that?" And he's like trying their food and then he's eating it. They're like, "Oh, it's like pork. It's like pork in there and like a dumpling." And he starts eating it and then he's like, "No, meow meow. Meow meow." And he's like, "Meow meow. What you mean meow meow? What you mean meow meow?" And he starts going crazy and he's like meow meow. Everybody's in the back like meow 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 meow. What you mean meow meow? And he's like yelling at all of
I've
them
never
and he's
seen
like, "Bro, they were messing with them."
Was it a cat, actually?
No, they're messing with them, I think. Meow meow. What you mean meow meow? And I seen the other one where he's just like this lady's holding a dog and he's like goes up like to the dog, he's like to the dog and he goes up really close and then it's like a small like dog like Pablo, like a Havanese dog. And then the dog like bites his nose and he's like, "Ah, he just bit my nose. He just bit my nose." And the dog bit his nose. Bro, Speed is hilarious, bro.
Yeah, he was sitting with the FIFA president Saturday at Messi's game for the FIFA World Cup or FIFA Club World Cup.
He saw Messi like walk past him and he
Yeah.
yelled his name and Messi didn't go towards him.
I feel like Messi doesn't know Speed.
Nah, there's no way he knows him.
Like Ronaldo knows him because Ronaldo's
kids know him, I'm
Yeah,
pretty sure.
like Messi's kids are way too young to know Speed.
Yeah, he might know him maybe. I don't know. I feel like Speed is pretty international. Like every country he goes to, they like all know him.
No,
Like,
yeah, I know, but like somebody like Messi would never know him. See, maybe he's heard his name. They'd be like, "Oh, you ever seen Speed?" And he'd be like, "No."
yeah.
Because if he did, I feel like he'd dap him up. He also doesn't speak fucking English. I mean, he does.
I
But
feel like people like Messi and Ronaldo, they don't go on social media.
yeah, they have people post for
Yeah,
him.
they have like people do it for them. Like they're not on their phone and shit. Like they're billionaires, dude. I'm sure they have like a guy like, "Oh, somebody's calling you right now here."
Dude, those are two of the most famous people in the world, literally
Yeah.
ever. Like they don't
There's
have time
no
for
way.
fucking shit. Everybody knows them. Besides like fucking Trump and Putin, like those guys are probably like 3 or 4.
Yeah.
Everybody knows those guys. They ain't got time for all that.
Yeah, no, they're crazy. They're crazy for show. Should I find some I had a bunch of I wanted to do the rage bait, but I think I had some more topics that I wrote down.
Dude, I have a fucking piece of rib in my teeth.
Oh, bro, this is what I saw. So, um Aiden Ross was like looking at his phone, and Neon just shouts out. He's just like, "Dude, oh, Antonio Brown got arrested for attempted murder. Antonio Brown got arrested for attempted murder." And he's getting arrested for attempted murder because remember he shot at those people at his when they stole his chain at Aiden's boxing event.
Really?
Yeah. And then Aiden's just like, dude, I don't care, bro. I'm calling my lawyer right now. I'm calling my lawyer right now.
That's crazy. I don't know
Yeah,
what to say
because
to
like
that.
he could be held like liable. Like, he held that event and this guy like just brought a gun in there and like started shooting at those people that tried to steal his chain.
Yeah, his security wasn't very good.
Yeah, bro. That's crazy though.
Yeah, I haven't seen anything. I haven't heard about Antonio Brown. Well, he has somebody run his Twitter too, so I always see him tweet.
Antonio Brown?
Yeah.
Really? He
You never
doesn't do
seen
it.
AB's Twitter?
No.
He always tweets like cracker of the day or N word of the day or
I never
you
seen-
never seen that shit?
No.
Dude, his Twitter is so funny. All the time he tweets it. Shane Gillis has been like N word of the day like twice.
Really?
Yeah. It's so funny.
You know who started streaming with Aiden on Kick is Rampage Jackson.
The UFC fighter?
Yeah. He's actually kind of funny though.
That's so random.
Yeah, I saw this one clip where he's just like, this guy bumped into his cameraman and he's like, I just saw you bump into my cameraman, and he like grabs him. And dude, they're in a bar too, so there's like other huge security there. But this guy, like Rampage is like fucking huge. So like he's like a fighter and he grabs him and he fucking throws him out of the club. And the security are like looking like this because he's a freaking UFC fighter. So what is the security gonna do? Like grab him?
They'd have to ask, like, hey, man, we're going to have to ask you to leave.
Yeah,
and he's like,
bro.
I'm going to have to ask you to leave. I'm
Yeah,
like,
bro. Like I would not mess with that guy, bro. He's crazy.
Dude, people like that literally could do whatever they want, pretty much. 'Cause
Yeah.
the only way to stop them is if you had a gun or a knife.
Yeah, and those like I feel like security at clubs are not like carrying guns like that. Maybe.
Hell no, dude.
Yeah, no. Bouncers.
The worst thing you'd want to happen at your job is like you got to kick out a drunk person that's kind of like throwing hands and shit. And you're like, all right, let me get him out. But imagine
Yeah.
Rampage Jackson's like, walks up to you and he's like, dude, I'm gonna fucking kill that security guard. He's looking at me funny. You're like, dude, I'm chilling.
Yeah, bro.
Or like, I can't let you in the club. Like, you gotta have jeans on. They're like, well, you don't have jeans on. And he just like rips your fucking head off, dude.
Yeah.
Because those people are scary, bro. Like, they'll get you in an armbar and shit. They'll have you bent ways you never had been bent before.
It's like that guy, remember that fake Logan Paul? He was messing with Nate Diaz outside of the club, and then Nate Diaz was like trying to fight him, and then he just like they're both standing up, and he puts him in like a chokehold, like standing up like this, and then he just puts him to sleep and lays him there and walks away.
That's so dangerous.
Have you
bro.
ever seen that video?
Yeah, I remember because they thought it was actually Logan Paul.
Yeah, everybody thought it was Logan Paul.
Dude, he could like actually accidentally kill somebody like that.
Yeah.
These guys don't know how to like fight, so he could turn his head the wrong way. You can fuck him up like his neck's like, oh, I'm stuck.
I know, but they're like professionals at that. I'm sure he does something where he's like, dude, I'm not gonna kill this guy.
No,
Like,
I'm not saying Nate Diaz. I'm saying the other guys has never been in that situation, so he could do something so unpredictable that like Nate Diaz might accidentally fuck him up.
yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So if he's like trying to get out and he's like turns his head, he's like, ow, ow, like Peter from when he falls off the roof. Guys,
No, the
ice
jackass.
now, heat later.
Yeah. All my hoes from Thailand.
You want me to talk about this Stephen A. thing?
What happened with Stephen A. Smith?
So I have two things to say about Stephen A. Smith. Do you want me to go in chronological order or just like, whatever? I'll say this one first. 'Cause it's quick.
Whichever one you're most passionate about.
I'm passionate about both, but you know how he always talking bullshit and stuff.
Yeah.
So in Game 4, somebody took a video of him, and he was playing solitaire during the game on his phone, and they're like, Stephen A. Smith talks shit all the time on ESPN. He's not even paying attention to the game, and then he tweeted out, he's like, haha, very funny, but I was playing solitaire during a timeout. And then the guy tweeted back to him. He's like, no, you weren't. And he had a video of him, and he's filming him play solitaire, and he looked, and they're running up and down the court playing, dude. Dude, and they're like, bro, how could he he's a box score watcher. He goes out there and he's not even paying attention. He was dead ass playing solitaire.
Hey, that guy was probably waiting for him to do that shit. And he's just like, watch this. And he's like, fucking.
Actually, I have a funny fucking
What'd he
tweet.
say after that? Like, after he posted that
He didn't.
video?
I don't know if he said anything about it. I
Bro,
didn't.
that's so embarrassing.
But
Dude.
you know, NBA Sentel, we talk about him all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, they tweeted something today, and they're like, you could bet on Stephen A. Smith what he's playing, and it's like solitaire, Candy Crush, and then 19% it says Jerkmate.
Is that real?
No, it's fake. It's NBA Sentel.
Oh,
But anyway, so what he was talking about Halliburton the other day, because
I
Halliburton,
feel like the NBA would get mad at that though. Like he's not paying attention.
dude, they don't care. That's the whole point. Is ESPN's clash list? They're just putting Stephen A. Smith because he gets ratings. When he
Oh.
obviously doesn't watch the game, like this is the NBA Finals, Game 4, pivotal game, and he's not even watching. He's in the stadium. He's inside the stadium. Like, come on, you got a free fucking ticket to an NBA, a really good NBA Finals game, and you're not even paying attention. That's pretty crazy.
Yeah, what
And
a
then go
dick.
on TV and talk like you were paying attention. Like, that's pretty ridiculous.
Yeah.
And then that makes this part even more crazy because they were saying that Halliburton had to be more aggressive because he doesn't shoot that much. Oh, shit. When it's really not his play style, like he'll get like 20, 10 assists. And then the next game, Halliburton had like 25 and 10. And somebody during the press conference was saying, oh, did you hear the noise outside about the TV saying that you got to be more aggressive or it's like a legacy game for you? And he said, oh, I don't really talk about the talking heads. Like, they can say whatever they want. They don't really know what they're talking about. They never played basketball before. And he just said that in general. So that could have been about anybody. And this guy, Stephen A. Smith, went on TV and was like, if you come at the king, you best not miss. Bigger people come and try to take me down. And they're like, bro, nobody's talking about you, bro. Nobody's talking specifically about you. Like, what are we doing here? Like, this guy thinks he's a main character of this story when he's not. Like, he's just a player. It's so
He gets
annoying
so
sometimes.
emotional.
I know, but it's kind of annoying when he's just like, everything is about him, no matter what. Like, last week he said that Giannis is an underachiever if he only gets one ring.
How many rings does he have?
He has one. But, like, Giannis is already an all-time great, bro. Nobody's touching Giannis. And he's just kind of an asshole for saying that. And nobody calls him out. Nobody checks him on it or anything. He just fucking shits on everybody in the league, and then he just gets away with it because ESPN gives him a bag.
How much money does he make?
I'm sure we can look it up. It's a lot.
Damn, look at how big Shay's lips are.
The Halliburton versus Al Shida Game 5.
Look at Thomas Jefferson, dude. He looks like a milk dud.
That's Mike Breen. Doesn't that look like Max's dad?
Oh, yeah.
That's what I was saying.
Mike Breen. I thought that's Thomas Jefferson.
Thomas Jefferson's a fucking president, bro.
All my Jose
Stephen A.
gang
Smith
members.
contract. 5-year, 100 mil. He's getting paid like a two-way star on the pay, and he's not even watching the games. I'll say this: the NBA has been getting shit on for the NBA Finals because they don't really market the NBA Finals unless it's fucking LeBron or the Knicks or the Celtics, and this has been a pretty good Finals. 3 out of the 4 games are really good.
Yeah, both of these teams are pretty good.
Yeah. And they don't market it at all. And then you look at the court. You know how back in the day when Bron and them played, they would have the big trophy on the court and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're like, why don't we do that? Like, it just kind of looks like a regular game. And so the NBA the other day, they what they do?
They photoshopped it.
Not Photoshop. They projected it onto the court like a little tiny trophy. And they're like, bro, it was like the Here Damn trophy, and they just put it right there. And then they took it away after halftime because they're getting shit on Twitter. And then also this week in Twitter, they were saying that why don't we see the intros in the NBA for the finals? Like, we want to see the intros. So today they're showing the player intros. And somebody's like, damn, NBA Twitter really dead ass run this shit. Like, they just click on here and just run this. Like, how is nobody on their board ever even saying that?
Dude, like, these players work so hard, and then they freaking, like, just because it's not LeBron or KD, like, they don't care about them.
Dude, actually though, or Steph, like this guy's literally the MVP of the league, and they're like marketing him like he's a random bottom feeder team.
I bet you if it was what's his name, the other guy, the guy compared to Michael Jordan,
Oh, Anthony Edwards, yeah, you're so right.
I bet you they would have definitely like it would have been all over TikTok.
Yeah, and they would have been like comparing all the stats to Jordan. Like SGA last game, like I'm an SGA hater, but last game he had like a crazy fourth quarter. He had like 15 points in the fourth quarter, and he came back and he brought his team back, and they barely even talked about it at all anywhere.
That's messed up.
Like they don't talk about these guys at all. Like this guy's having a fucking crazy ass finals performance. Nobody's talking about it because it's not Bron, Steph, or the Knicks or the Celtics.
I don't understand why they wouldn't just try to like push one of these players because they're obviously good. You know, if they made it to the finals, they should try to like train these players to be like good like PR for the NBA and maybe make him a character and shit. You know, like how all these other how they made fucking Stephen A. Smith a character.
Yeah, they're just really bad at it. ESPN is so bad at it because it's purely because they all just degrade players. That's super hard for them to prop somebody up.
Yeah.
Because they degraded Tatum. Like even, you don't watch that much basketball, and you even know like, oh, Tatum. Everybody doesn't like Tatum, and it's purely because of what they did on the media. They like shit on him for no reason.
Yeah, but Tatum looks
Like I'm a victim of that too. Like I'm a Tatum hater, but like they've like ingrained it into my mind that this
Tatum
guy's
looks
not that
like
good.
Tatum looks like he was like he's a pussy.
No, but NFL does like
He looks like if you told him to shut up, he'd cry.
you do it.
He'd do it. Yeah.
You listen. Good boy.
Yeah, good boy. If you
No,
told him to put the fries in the bag, he'd do it.
pick up my dry cleaning bitch and bring it here. No, the NFL does a really good job of marketing. They market by team though,
Yeah.
because everybody's super loyal to your team. NBA is like more players. Everybody like I would watch the Blazers because I like Dame, but now I don't fuck with the Blazers at all because I don't watch them. Because
Yeah,
I know.
true.
So it's super easy. Hockey's like teams, baseball's teams. But NBA is really the only sport where you market with players.
I feel like the Pistons, like our team, is like we're more like we love the Pistons instead of just like oh we love Cade.
No, that's true. That's a really
Like the
good point.
Pistons and the Lions like have a very cultish following.
Yeah, because if we traded Cade, I'd still love the Pistons.
So there's no chance like now what happened about that trade you were talking about earlier?
Oh, the Desmond Bain one.
The one that messed up the market?
Oh yeah, that's Desmond Bain. It's because he got traded. So Desmond Bain is good, but they traded 5 first-round picks for him. KD literally got traded for 4 first-round picks. Luka got traded for 1 first-round pick. So now, in like the Pistons, we wanted to get like Trey Murphy or Nas Reed or somebody of that caliber player. Now we're gonna have to give up like 5 first-round picks because he's not as good as Desmond Bain, but he's in that tier.
So there's no way that the Pistons are getting KD or Giannis.
Oh yeah, we'd have to fucking give up stake in our franchises. Somebody said, I saw somebody tweet, they're like, dude, if you want Giannis, you got to give up 51% equity and your eldest son.
Yeah, bro.
Dude, yeah. Yeah, if they give up 5 first-round picks, you got to literally give your left nut for Giannis at least.
That sucks, bro.
I think Giannis said he doesn't want to leave, but they don't got shit, bro. They ain't got shit. Dame's definitely retiring. Tore his
Dude, we
Achilles
could
twice.
fucking win a championship if we got Giannis 100%.
Oh, yeah, obviously.
Dude, like, bro, Cade and Giannis, bro, don't even get me started, dude. That'd be fucking crazy.
Dude, that'd be so lit, dude.
We'd win, bro. 100% we'd win.
Yeah, because the East is pretty weak, and basically you'd be merging. Like I wouldn't say Bucks and Pistons are mid, but we're not as good as the top teams. But it'd be like merging two of the midder teams,
Yeah.
and then we'd be fucking
I mean,
lit.
dude, we almost beat New York, and New York almost made it to the championship, bro. Like, they freaking. And we lost to New York by, like, a game.
Yeah, we could have won. We honestly could have won. We just didn't have any experience. They were probably
And the
gonna get
refs
us.
kind of hoed us, not gonna lie.
Yeah, the refs hoed us, but I think if we played Game 7 in Madison Square Garden, we would have lost. We just didn't have enough experience. Now we got it, so now we're gonna win next year.
Yeah. Hopefully.
Oh, see, look at they're showing the intros now. Adam Silver listened like a good boy. Good boy, Adam Silver. You want to do some would you rather?
I want to see what ChatGPT comes up with if we like say if I say some outrageous shit about LeBron.
What? Bron. Dude, we went to that Pistons game. I was like addicted to that feeling in there. It was so lit.
Yeah, that was dope.
Like I want to go to another one, but you gotta wait fucking a year. Full year. I'm gonna go to a playoff Tigers game, I think. If we get in. We should,
A
but
Tigers playoff game.
yeah. All of our pitchers are injured right now, but
LeBron's finals record looks like he's allergic to greatness.
what? I hate the finals record argument about against LeBron. Like they deadass would rather him lose before he gets to the finals than get there.
Yeah, but the man's 4-6, like he's dodging child support payments.
Is that what it says on there?
Yeah.
What the what? First of all, that doesn't even make any sense. Like you're saying he's losing on purpose so he doesn't have to pay child support.
Yeah.
That's crazy, bro. He's also only been favored in 3 of his finals, but he did lose 2 of those, which is kind of crazy.
Imagine spending over 20 years chasing Jordan just to end up as yeah. Imagine spending over 20 years chasing Jordan just to end up as Space Jam 2.
This is like a stand-up comedy. Like it's like a roast.
Yeah, LeBron's such a
I
guy.
never actually watched Space Jam 2.
Yeah, me neither.
I
don't
heard
know.
it was not good.
I feel like LeBron wouldn't be a good actor.
No, bro. I remember he was in that Bill Hader movie. Bill Hader and Amy Schumer.
Is that the one where
The train wreck.
they took his house for a party?
No, that was a different one. That's when Brown was saying the N word and stuff.
Was he?
What's that? Where you just talking about like, bro, yo, Brown just said the N word, bro.
No, that was on stream.
Yeah, I know, but he's also was swearing in that movie. That's what made me think of that.
Yeah. we kid boys, Drewski and Kai. All right, let's see another one.
And he pulled up on the phone. He's like, LeBron, saying his own name.
LeBron fans be like, he changed the game. Yeah, into a buddy system soap opera with banana boat cameos.
You don't explain that reference, bro.
I don't know.
You don't even know what the banana boat is.
What is it?
Yeah, like Bron had him and his friends were he was friends with Carmelo, Chris Paul, and D Wade, and they're called like the Banana Boat Boys, and they like would go on vacation together, and they wanted to play together.
Oh,
Yeah, and there's a story where, well, you can look this up. There's a story where Carmelo Anthony like fell in the water, and he said Brown swam out there and saved them. I swear to God, bro, Carmelo said it himself, dude.
what the hell? That's kind of weird.
Yeah.
Why did he? What? He can't swim?
No, he said the boat was like floating away from him, and like Brown swam out there and
Oh
saved
my
him.
god, he's so gay. If rings define greatness, LeBron is basically Tom Brady's water boy.
No, rings don't define greatness though,
Why not?
because rings can enhance your greatness, but they don't define greatness. Like this, for example, right here. If Tyrese Halliburton, I saw this on Twitter. If Tyrese Halliburton wins a ring, he's not better than like Westbrook or Chris Paul still, just because he has a ring. You know what I mean?
Well, why? Yeah, cause he's
But like it could help him, like down the line, you know.
yeah,
But it enhances greatness, but it doesn't mean he's greater than those type of players.
that is true. Well,
Because they've done so much, and we're gonna base it on like a team effort. Like, look how good the Pacers are. Think Halliburton by himself could get here? No, he's got a
No.
really good team, and they couldn't get here without Halliburton though. That's
True.
like the whole point.
True.
Just like SGA, I don't think SGA would be actually.
LeBron didn't break records. He broke the NBA, and not in a good way. More like a deadbeat dad breaks promises.
What does that even mean? That didn't even have like a statement at all. That was just a fucking diss. They called him a deadbeat dad for no reason.
No, he said he breaks promises like a deadbeat dad.
Yeah, but how did he break his promises? What I'm saying, like he brought a championship to Cleveland. He promised him that.
Yeah, but he needed the help of Kyrie.
So,
Without Kyrie, he's not winning that chip.
and without Brown, they're not winning.
True.
Without Pippen, Jordan's not winning his chip. Without Kareem, Magic's not winning his chip. Without Shaq, Kobe's not winning his chip. Without Paul Gasol, Kobe's not winning his. Like, we can go down the line.
If LeBron raised his kids the way he raised his legacy, Bronny would be playing for the Shanghai Sharks.
Wait, say that one again?
If LeBron raised his kids the way he raised his legacy, Bronny would be playing for the Shanghai Sharks.
That one's stupid, bro. That was just saying, like, if Bron's legacy isn't that good, so he'd be playing in China. China's
LeBron's so scared of LeBron's so scared of the clutch, I'm convinced his heart skips like his hairline.
What? Dude, alright, these are getting stupid. Also, LeBron has the most playoff game winners ever, so clutch that. Clutch that. Halliburton was catching him, though. Halliburton had 4 game winners this playoffs. Whatever, let's end the podcast.
They'll take
No, bro, leave it in. Leave it in, but just keep a big constant bleep.
It's just gonna be like us talking, but no sound the entire time. No, you gotta cut it out.
Thanks for tuning in to.
Oh, wait, here. All right.
Yeah, thanks for tuning in to the last episode of Frogs in the Algorithm. We'll see you guys next week.
Peace. Season 2. Episode that season 1 has ended. We're gonna start.
We're gonna be a different animal.
Yeah. We're transitioning into
Bears
transgenders now. We're gonna be women the next season.
All right, peace.